So that's what we're going to do here. Fisherman, maybe to even pull it away. Beautiful Fisherman. That was the idea. And you can see he was trying to protect his Evo Firecracker. That is going to get taken out pretty quick by the balloon. He gives me the well played, yeah. That Fisherman to pull away the Firecracker made that entire push possible. What's up, everybody? It's Turkey here, and today we're going to be playing the most no-skill deck in the entire game right now. And I feel like I'm selling my soul a little bit here, but this deck is actually so good, and it's really easy to use. I've played it for a few games now, and it's actually really hard to properly defend this deck if you don't have the right cards. You have two of the most busted cards in the whole game in this deck. You have the Evo Recruits, you have the Little Prince, and those two cards alone are just so annoying to defend. This deck also has the highest win rate on Royal API right now. It's like above a 60% win rate. So statistically speaking, this deck is also crazy. So if you're struggling right now in mid-ladder, this is the perfect deck for you. So I'm going to hop into a few games, show you guys how to run it. Before I do that, I just want to ask any of you watching this video to drop a like on the video or a subscription to the channel. It is completely free for you, but it helps me immensely. So I really appreciate that, and let's get into some games. Into our match here. Go ahead and throw out the good luck. And let's see. I don't think with this deck it's necessarily great to make the first play. But for the sake of the video, you can cycle a snowball first play, and you will be okay. I guess my opponent has the same idea. They just kind of want to chill. So I'm going to go ahead and cycle my Skeletons Dragons on that. Be wary of cycling a Fisherman. I think that's one of the worst cards that you could just meaninglessly cycle. I'm going to take the arrows here. Yeah, because if they play like a giant skeleton at the bridge or something, then that Fisherman's going to pull it to the tower and you're going to be in trouble. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my lumberjack. And then I'm going to Fisherman pull this to the King Tower. Okay, it gets good lightning, but we're going to go ahead and go like this. And I think I placed that Fisherman on the wrong tile. It's supposed to be one tile to the left. So that's a mistake by me, but we only took 1,000 damage, and most of that was from the lightning, so we're chilling. We won't let him get away with that next time. Okay. Okay, they dropped the Sparky at the bridge. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go like this. Get ready to arrows the... I don't even need to arrows that, actually. Go like this. And get ready to arrows something. Okay, I'm going to ignore the Mother Witch here. Let that run its course. And he just gave me a ton of Royal Recruits value. So I'm going to go like this here. And these Royal Recruits are going to absolutely demolish that entire push. Then we're going to go in with a little bit of pressure here. He had to drop the Fisherman as well, so I don't think he has anything great for this, just a Firecracker, and we're going to be able to arrows that immediately and take a good chunk of their tower. So that's the thing with this deck is, like, I honestly didn't even play that amazing. It's just like the Recruits get so much value on defense half of the time. Yeah, you can see they're upset. I would be upset too. Yeah, I'm just going to play it safe here, and I'm going to pull the Fisherman all the way across the arena. Oh! You got the Mother Witch. That was an accident. But the cool thing about that is it doesn't really matter because we have Evo Recruits. And we're going to probably take that entire tower on the left side. I'm going to snowball here to slow down the Sparky. And you can see that Sparky, he raged it up and it still didn't even get damage on the tower. So we're going to end up taking the tower on the right and the tower on the left. So I will admit, I don't think that was the best game that I've ever played. But if that doesn't demonstrate how no skill this deck is, then I don't know what is. So I feel bad for my opponent. Like I said, not a really good matchup for him. So we're going to go ahead and take this dub, and I will see you all in the next game. 3 crown? Nah. All right. See you in the next game. All right. Into our match here. And honestly, when you play this deck, you can kind of just go off of intuition, honestly. When in doubt, just like defend with a troop. Try and save your spells for offense, I think would be one tip that I have. Because this deck relies on counter pushes. Like you get a really good defense, a positive trade with like your Recruits or something like that. And then you get a nasty counter push that's very, very difficult for them to defend. Okay. Does drop the Knight. So with the cycle I have now... It's interesting. We're up a little bit of elixir. I think we're only up 1 elixir, so I will cycle my Recruits. Hopefully I don't regret that. But the good news is we will eventually get to our evolved ones. Depending on what they play, I might go for the skeleton dragons. I might chill. I've already committed a lot of elixir, so might just let it do its thing. I am going to go like this and try and DPS this down. And then... I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say this is all going to die. I was trying to activate my king tower, but not enough health left on the giant, so I guess that's an okay problem to have. Okay. Okay, you'll notice I played my little prince really low. That was very intentional. Beautiful, beautiful. That was scary, I'm not going to lie. The little prince dies to the monk when the abilities pop, so I had to play it low enough to where that wasn't the case. Okay, and we now have our Evo Recruits in hand. I could have popped the ability there. I think I should have. I thought the little prince was going to die. So whatever side they play the muskie on, I'm probably going to skeleton dragon the opposite lane. Okay, so they do that. I'm going to go like this and then also go for the balloon. And I would be very impressed if they're able to defend this for no damage. That knight placement was super impressive. Pulled everything to the middle, but not going to be enough, to be honest with y'all. Like I advertised, no skill needed. Okay. Messed up that interaction, but it don't even matter. No, 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 no. We just got those recruits down a little late. That's so unfortunate. We would have been in such a good situation. We still are in a really good situation, but it could have been better for us for sure. I'm gonna go like this to get my balloon all raged up. Now I'm gonna snowball the muskie out of the way. Beautiful. And you can see he's just not gonna be able to defend this. So another example of a really good game where we made a reasonable amount of mistakes and we still won. So GG's. We'll see you in the next one. He's salty. He's so salty. Good game. All right, into our match here. The funny thing about this deck is the more and more I play it, the more I feel like I'm getting a little worse at the game. But that's okay. That's okay. So with my starting hand here, I will cycle my snowball. I think it's kind of risky to cycle the recruits first play. I don't know. Don't know how I feel about that. All right, they don't respond, so I will play my little prince. Hope they don't play a balloon, but if they do play a balloon, we'll probably just go for like a trade situation here. I want to try to make him force out the ability early, so I'm going to go like this and pull it all in. I think he's playing the same deck as me. Oh no, because he has a fireball, so never mind. I'm going to arrows here. Take care of all of this. Lumberjack taking a sweet time with that path. So it could be a similar deck, but with fireball instead of arrows. Snowball here to push this all back. I want the lumberjack on the tower, and then on top of that, the rage is going to finish off the goblins. So I think that was absolutely worth the 2 elixir that it cost me. Little prince in the back.
Excuse me.
They could fireball it, but not too worried about it if they do. Because they do go for the fireball, I'm going to Royal Recruits in front. To cycle to my evolution as well as to help DPS all this down. I expect them to pop the ability. I'm going to go for my ability as well. And you can see my little prince is going to take care of their little prince, and he's going to survive this interaction. So, nice. So we get a good amount of chip there. I'm going to go for the lumberjack late on the fisherman here. And then I'm kind of low on elixir, but I think this is a good balloon. We have our snowball close by. That rage is going to rage up the balloon. We can snowball the archers in the tower, and I'm pretty sure that's going to take the whole tower. Yep. And just like that, took their entire tower in one push. So that, I think, just goes to show how good this deck is. I didn't even really do anything special there, to be completely honest. Okay. Fisherman going to pull this all. So here's the thing. I don't know if we're going to get away with a defense here, but we will have a super nice counter push, and I'm okay with that. It's important not to panic on defense. We'll have arrows for the archers. Okay. Fortunately, he has Evo archers, so we have to go like this. Okay, one more hit would be nice. Doesn't look like we're going to get it. That's okay. We get a ton of damage. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. His only air defense is those arrows, so I'm going to block for them, and then I'm going to arrows here. And I think we're going to take the tower, so we'll go ahead and give them the good game and move on to the next one. Into our match here. And I've been having a lot of fun playing this deck. I actually have not yet lost, which is awesome to me. Kind of unfathomable. Because I'm not playing that well. But this deck just like plays itself, man. It's one of those decks that you don't have to do too much to be good with this deck. Alright, we'll see if they protect this or if they just let it go. I'll take the arrows here. And the only damage we took to our tower was the Firecracker. I think it's pretty weird to be running Firecracker and Musketeer. Miner, Musketeer, Firecracker. Kind of weird. Kind of weird to be completely honest. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go like this. Take care of the Bandit. Never mind, Bandit was taken care of by the Lumberjack. Little Prince is going to get an absurd amount of value. He's very low on elixir right now, especially after popping that ability. So I don't foresee him being able to counter this balloon. Okay. We're going to take the arrows on the Firecracker. And we're going to take 2 balloon hits. Oh, so close to 2 balloon hits. It might have been more beneficial for me to fireball to snowball the Firecracker immediately, but it's all good. So I'm happy with that interaction. We dished out way more damage than we took, so no complaints. Okay. We're going to try and catch the Miner, and we do. Most of the time they'll play it in the safe spot. Maybe he'll start mixing it up, but that's always a safe bet, playing it like that. Okay. Drop my Fish Boy here, make sure that doesn't get a dash. From what we've seen in this matchup, we don't really need the Fisherman, based on what we've seen, so I don't have a problem cycling. I'll play these high, so that way they can't fireball them. We do know that they have a fireball. Okay. I'm going to try and bait out the fireball on my Little Prince. I would prefer that, actually, if they went for it. They do. Awesome. So now we're going to go for our Evo Recruits here. Going to absolutely demolish all of that. Good arrows. Snowball value here. We're going to take care of the Evolved Firecracker. Nice. Okay, nothing from that push. That's all good. Very well defended by my opponent. I'm going to try and predict the Miner here. There it is. And then Recruits on the Musk. Fine with me. I'm going to try and pull away this Firecracker, but they block with the cannon, so well played yet again. Evo Recruits on the left are getting damaged, so I'm going to chill. He actually has a lot of very, very good balloon answers in this deck, which is kind of annoying. So we have to keep that in mind. Our balloon doesn't get as much value as we would have liked. So once the tower locks on here, I'm going to go like this. Okay, and we're going to see if we can ever break through. Okay, goes for the Lumbee. Okay, Recruits here to block for the Flying Machine. And then I think this might be a good time for us to break through. I don't think that cannon is going to pull. We're going to save our arrows for the Firecracker when he plays it. Or even the Musketeer. I'm going to snowball the cannon here just to slow it down. Tower is slowed down. Beautiful. That gets taken care of. And you can see they actually had so many counters in that deck. They had Flying Machine, they had Musketeer, they had Cannon, they had Firecracker, and we still were able to break through. So that's a good game. We'll see you in the next one. I don't necessarily know if you ever want to make the starting move with this deck. I think you can definitely wait a few seconds, and if they cycle like a log or something like that, you could cycle your Snowball. We'll go ahead and see if they play anything else. Because they cycled their log, I'll drop the Recruits. Why not? Okay, I'm going to Lumberjack as well, so this doesn't get a ton of damage. And could be 2.6, not entirely sure. Kind of looks like it is 2.6. So don't know if we're going to get anything off of this push. 2.6 notably has an amazing defense, so, and a lot of outplay potential, so we'll keep that in mind. We do have the Fisherman for the next hog, which is good for us. I will Little Prince on this. Okay. And get ready to Fisherman the hog when they so choose to drop it. Good log, fair enough. I'm going to go for a really weird play. I'm going to balloon in the back. Okay. There's the Hog Rider. We're going to go for the Fish Boy. And then now we're going to get our lumberjack. We do get the king tower activation, which is exactly what we wanted. And I don't think he can... he can't afford the cannon, but that balloon is going to go to town with the rage. So even with the musketeer down, we're going to get 2 shots. So that was an awesome interaction for us. He gives me the well played. We'll go ahead and say thanks. I think that was also well played. Okay, Evo Recruits ready. Okay, we're going to Evo Recruits for both sides here. And I think with the king tower activation, that hog is only going to get 1 hit. So that's awesome for us. We're going to Skelly Dragons in the middle. He messed up that Ice Spirit, so we're going to get a charge. You can see, like, yeah, he already called the good game. This deck is so hard to defend against. Like, if you make one mistake, it's so punishing. So we get the good game early there. They throw in the towel against a 2.6 player. So well played to us, I guess. And we'll see you in the next one. Into our next match here. With our starting hand, we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna fisherman here. Bandit could mean a lot of things. Some sort of like bridge spammy deck. I don't have to play anything here, but I will. I will drop the lumberjack. Okay. We're gonna need to pop the ability here. Beautiful. Okay. Guardian is gonna live up to his name. Protect us here. And I could go for arrows, but because they just cycled their arrows, I'm going to go for my Royal Recruits as soon as I hit 7. Get ready to snowball something or arrows. And we accidentally activated the King Tower. Oh no! That's a mistake. We'd have gotten a lot more damage if we didn't do that. So that's unfortunate. But if you're going to play a no-skill deck, you have to play like a no-skill player. I don't make the rules. Gonna go like this. Take care of the bandit and eventually the princess as well. Beautiful. We just activated the king tower so we can make things interesting. Okay. Go ahead and little prince at the back with our teeny tiny elixir advantage. Okay, they go really aggressive there. I don't know if I agree. Okay. No charge from the Dark Prince, which is amazing for us. And for the amount of elixir that they spent on that, I don't know if that was worth. Good snowball by us. Little Prince is locked onto the tower. Fisherman here, so the Prince doesn't charge. That's what I'm worried about. So they do have the double Prince combination. Interesting. Double Prince, Flying Machine. Most likely have like a poison or something. We're going to Lumberjack here on the Princess. Keep it to only getting 2 shots. Not ideal. I'll tell you what, though. Our lives do get better in double elixir. We're up in elixir now. We're going to go for our Royal Recruits in the back. Beautiful. Skelly Drags here. It's good arrows value for us. So we're going to go like this. Oh my gosh, we hit the bomber and we hit the princess. That's not good for my boy. The Evo Skeletons are going to do good work there. That's unfortunate for us. Yeah, I was going to say, we can only do so much against the Evo Skellies. Beautiful. We're going to Royal Recruits. One of the best defensive cards, if not the best defensive card in the game. And you can see all it took was 1 push, and we basically took my boy's entire tower. So I'm going to arrows on this, just so that way I can cycle back to another set of arrows. In fact, Snowball, I think will do enough. So I'm going to go like this here. And 1 push took their entire tower, so that's a good game. We'll see you in the next one. All right, and our next match here. What do I want to do? Okay, a Hog Rider. Unfortunately, I don't have my Fisherman in hand, so I'm going to go for a Lumberjack, and I think this still gets 2 hits, so it hurts a little bit, I'm not going to lie, but it is what it is. Does have the Firecracker. I'm going to take some good arrows here, and then he's going to have to play something else. Awesome. Cool. So because he doesn't have the Firecracker, I'm going to go for the Skeleton Dragons. He's probably cycling back to another Hog. There it is. I'm going to play my Fisherman here, and we're going to get the King Tower activation. I think. Beautiful, we do. So now my question is, no Firecracker in hand. What is the balloon counter? We're going to go for the balloon here. See if they have like a building or something. They do have the Tezzy. Good to know. So we're going to let this go. So Tesla, Firecracker are the two balloon counters. Very, very good balloon counters, I might add. But they had to spend a lot on that, so I'm okay. Lumberjack here. And see if I can get a counter push. Okay. Pop the Little Prince ability as well. Not the best timing. I actually mistimed it a little bit, so the target locks onto the Little Prince. That's a mistake. Okay, so Log is out of hand, and we do find ourselves up Elixir, so I'm going to drop my recruits in the back. In an ideal world, they wouldn't be dropping a Hog Rider into the recruits, so we kind of nerf their cycle a bit. We need to save arrows for the Firecracker. That card gets so much value against the recruits. So that's what we're going to do here. Fisherman, maybe to even pull it away. Beautiful Fisherman. That was the idea. And you can see he was trying to protect his Evo Firecracker, but he's unable to. So he tests the last minute, but that is going to get taken out pretty quick by the balloon. He gives me the well played, yeah. That Fisherman to pull away the Firecracker made that entire push possible. So well played to us. Got to give credit where credit's due. Okay, I misclicked the arrows, unfortunately. That sucks. Big time sucks. But a push like this is always hard to stop. We need to arrows this immediately. Beautiful, beautiful arrows. What was I worried about? What was I worried? Did I forget what deck I was running? Fish Boy here. Needs to be a little quicker, but that's fine. Oh, he's quick with it. Look at that. Look at that Fish Boy go. Pretty foolish of our opponent to be running a deck that actually requires skill. Everyone knows it's all about the no skill deck. So I'm going to do a well-timed snowball here. And this Hog Rider will not be breaking through. So that's a good game. If you hate playing against Hog Firecracker, this is the deck for you. I'll see you in the next one. Into our next match here. Against Sweet Pain. Okay. If they don't do anything, I'm content to just cycle my snowball. Kind of get the game moving. It's ironically, like, it's probably the safest starting play that you have anyways. Alright, Fisherman End of the Night. Usually they don't run Knight and Giant Skeleton. Usually. So we are going to go like that. They drop their Little Prince. I'll drop my Little Prince as well. The good thing about this interaction is our Fisherman's going to pull their Little Prince over. So they'll probably have to pop their ability early. Yeah, they do. And we're going to go like this. And this interaction is going to be awesome for us. Because if you look, our Fisherman's going to live. Their Little Prince is going to be eviscerated. And we're going to go in for a massive push. No surprise with the Mega Knight. They do Mega Knight at like 0 elixir though. So they're not really going to be able to defend that balloon. Okay. So if you look at the net damage that was exchanged there, we took their entire tower. And we only lost about half of our tower. So I'm happy with that. Nice job. Let's go us. Nice. Cool. So that one was pretty easy. I pretty much only have to defend for the entirety of the game. And that's going to be pretty easy. So I'll go ahead and cut to the end of the video where I win. See you there. And we got it. Into our final match of the video. Gonna see if we can get another easy dub. Another no skill dub. Okay, Hog Rider. I am gonna try and activate my King Tower here. Hopefully I didn't play that too late. Nah, and Lumberjack does too much DPS. Unfortunately, I didn't have my Fisherman in my starting hand, but one Hog hit is not a problem. Kind of looks like it's 2.6 Hog Rider. It is 2.6 Hog Rider, so pretty satisfied with this matchup. All right.
Future king over here.
It is really hard for them to defend. If they're a very, very skilled 2.6 player, they definitely can defend. But that's a big if. You know what I mean? Oh, big mistake, buddy. Big mistake cycling that log. That's a really good time to go for the recruits is whenever they cycle the log like that. But pretty well defended by my opponent. I don't think we're going to get any damage here. So we're just going to let it go. Get ready to drop our Fisherman and really, really try and get our King Tower activated. That would be the main goal. See if they go for it. They do go for it. They also go for the skeletons behind it. They were predicting the King Tower activation. So that's going to force out a little prince from me, because I didn't want those skeletons to get any more damage than they were already going to get. I think the little popping the ability before the bridge is always a good move. Usually forces out a good bit of elixir. I think he's going to skeletons here, so we're going to go like that. Unfortunately, we don't get the skeletons, but I think it was worth it to go for that prediction. You can see we dished out a ton of damage, so that's awesome. Lumberjack with the King Tower activation is going to reserve the Hog Rider, I believe, to only getting one hit. So life is good. We have our Evo Recruits in hand next, which is going to be awesome. Okay, Skeleton Ice Spirits will clean everything up here. Well defended. Very, very well defended by my opponent. Now is a good time to go in for our Evo Recruits. We're going to get our Fishermen ready for a potential Hog. They set up a defense. I think that's a very, very good play. I respect that. Split Skelly Drags. Don't want to give them a ton of spell value here. And I'm going to take arrows. Pull away the Muskie. Evo Knight is going to be very, very helpful on defense for him. Late ability by me. That's my fault. Should have popped it sooner. And well defended by my opponent. But like I said with this deck, just rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat, baby. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Goes for the log there. Just cycled his Musketeer in the opposite lane. We're going to go like this. You can probably cycle back to another cannon. Yeah, they do. Well played. Well defended. Another Musketeer as well. But Little Prince is going to lock onto the tower. So that's huge for us. We're going to Royal Recruits down low here. Get ready for a Hog Rider. That's most likely coming. Yep, there it is. Snowball this away. You want to keep the Hog Rider to 1 or no hits. And you can see that's exactly what we're going to do. And it's just so hard for them to break through. Like, if we're defending properly, it's hard for either parties to break through truthfully, but I think we're defending a little bit better than they are. Get ready for a Hog Rider here. There it is. I'm going to pull it away from the tower, and it's going to get DPS down. Oh. Fisherman over there sleeping. Okay, they cycle a log, so we're going to do what we always do. Gonna go like this. Oh, 2.6. Okay, another late log cycle. He's really stressed out about those recruits, you can tell. Okay, cycles the cannon. Good for us. We're gonna get ready here. Okay, lumberjack. Snowball here would be nice, and I don't know if he's going to be able to completely defend this for no damage. And you can see we just had to be patient with our push. Our opponent makes one mistake on defense, and we take the entire tower. So that's a good game. And last game of the video. Let's go. That's going to do it for today's video. So please give this deck a try. It's so fun. It's really easy to play, and I guarantee you'll get some dubs. So thanks again, and I'll see you in a video real soon.